You got 19 or 20 years playing with the Lakers.
Yeah, 19 or 20 at least.
Here we got a dribble drive, change of direction.
Kobe Bryant, the Black Mamba. So what's up, everybody? If you know me, you know that Kobe Bryant is my favorite athlete of all times. That's my favorite athlete of all times in any sport. And it's because when I first saw him come on the scene, I was immediately drawn to his sense of confidence, his boldness, and just the quiet, cerebral way he went about figuring out the game of basketball. Hence,
the Mamba Mentality.
But did you know that we were also called as believers to have that same mentality? Let's talk about it. Matthew 10:16 says, "Behold, I send you forth as sheep among wolves. But be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as a dove." But why does Jesus call us to be wise like serpents? What characteristics does a serpent, or a snake as you and I may call them, have that he would refer to them as wise? Number one, serpents are masters of moving in stealth mode. You see, they know that there is a time and a place to move in complete silence. They aren't attention hoarders. They don't need everyone around them to know every move that they're making behind the scenes. Matthew chapter 6, verse 1 says, "Take heed that ye do not your alms or good deeds before men to be seen of them. Otherwise ye have no reward of your Father which is in heaven."
How good is this kid?
Number two, a serpent is very cerebral in what they do. A serpent is very calculated and methodical in how they approach a hunt. While they're moving silently through the bushes and what have you, they have already begun to size up their prey and size up their opponent. So during this time, they're able to figure out a strategy on how, where, and when they are to strike, so they can make sure that they have the best advantage over their opponent. Kobe often would spend hours upon hours studying video of his opponents. So when he got into the game, he was able to pick out the weaknesses of his opponent's defense, so he knew how best to attack at that moment. 2 Timothy 2:15 says, "Study to show thyself approved. A workman need not be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth," or rightly applying the word of truth. Last but not least, snakes also may be considered legally blind, but they have great vision. Let me explain. So a snake doesn't have very good vision from their actual eyes, but they have detectors on the sides of their head, which allows them to pick up infrared radiation from their target or from their prey, so they can recognize their location. Kobe Bryant used great vision. Even at an early age, he already saw himself being with the Lakers 19 to 20 years. And before he retired, he already saw himself with his own production company and already making his own movies and cartoons, which he clearly went on to win an Oscar. Proverbs 29:18 says, "Where there is no vision, the people perish." And another scripture says, "Write the vision, make it plain, that they who read it can run and fulfill it." So the question is, where do you see yourself? How do you see yourself getting there? What steps will you have to make in order to see your vision come to fruition? And once you have that, write it down. Use it as a map so you won't forget the way. You won't forget what your ultimate goal is. And you'll be continuously reminded and encouraged to continue to press and persevere until it comes to pass. So let's review the 3 keys to the Mamba mentality. Number 1, we must learn how to move in stealth mode. That means silent. Number 2, we must be cerebral in our approach to our everyday lives and to the goals that we have set for ourselves. Number 3, we must understand our vision and we must write it down. So look, I want to thank y'all for joining us again here on Keen Instincts, where we sharpen the spirit to free the mind. And so I want y'all to like, share, and subscribe. And please don't forget to comment. What do you think about the Mamba mentality? What do you think about us being called to be like serpents as we are sent out into the world? If you have any questions, please drop those down in the comments as well. And I look forward to seeing y'all again on next time here on Keen Instincts.